Attention, duelists! If you could all stop staring at my hair for a moment.
We are back with another video. What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to break down the case opening that we did last weekend. Going to go over some ratios, show you guys what I pulled, and kind of give me my thoughts on the Rarity collection, on whether or not you should be going in on this many of these cards. Let's get into it. Alright, before we bust into this bad boy, you guys know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, make sure to leave a like on the video, and of course, let us know what you think in the comments section about the Rarity collection. If you think it's going to hold value, if you think it's a smart buy, I'll kind of give you my thoughts on the whole thing at the end of the video, but want to break down pretty much what the pull ratios were for this set. Now, we ordered a case of this. This was pretty intense. I've never ordered anything of this magnitude before, but considering how much we play the game, I felt it was necessary, and honestly, I was super happy with everything at the end of the day, because you open so many cards and you get to the end and you go, like, towards the end of the night, like it was like a 4-hour stream, I was like, oh, I have a triple tactics quarter century secret rare. Like, I just completely skipped my mind because you're going through thousands of cards. So starting at the top, Lava Golem scored 20 of those, didn't get the quarter century or the platinum secret. Lone Fire Blossom didn't get the platinum secret, the prismatic ultimate, but did get a QCR of that, which was pretty cool. Effect Veiler, 16 of those, along with Ferris, which I wasn't too hype about Ferris. We had 15 Artifact Lancias, 15 Tour Guide from the Underworld, and we did get a quarter century secret rare from a box that we opened before this case of that. Artifact Lancia, we had 22, Sphere Mode 21. Like when you talk about staples, man, Sphere Mode 21 was great. Ash Blossom, obviously, you know the story, didn't get the QCR, but we got every other rarity involved, and we did get 17 of those, which is pretty good. I mean, you're opening up 12 boxes. It's a little over 1 per box. Fairy Tale Luna was on the short end, along with Ghost Bell, 14. Those were 2 of the shorter printed cards out of the set. We did get a bunch of Inspector Borders, which, guys, Inspector Border, I get that it's a really good card. Why is it so unnecessarily, like, it's so unnecessary for that thing to be worded the way it's worded? It's so confusing, and it's way overcomplicated. Good card, but the wording, come on, we can do better than that. Blackwing, Danger, Jackalope, both at 19. A lot of D-shifters, 23. We had quite a few Nibiru's, 20. Abyss Dragon at 19. Afterglow at 15, that's fine with me. Wind Channeler, 17. With the original art and the alt art, so 39 comparatively, so that was pretty freaking good between the two of them. And then, of course, Dogmatica Ecclesia, 21. Albaz, 20. Alpha, 20. Irish Sword Soul at 16. Now we go down to the fusions. Ben 10, or actually it's the only ritual in this set. Ben 10 was 15. Rituals, we got Dragostapelia and Darklaw both at 18. Mud Dragon 17. Egyptian God Slime, and Masked Hero Darklaw as well. So I thought that was kind of interesting. The fact that we got so many Intis. Egyptian God Slime was wild. I can't believe we got the quarter century secret rare of that. That was awesome. Into the Synchros, Borreload, obviously, was the big boy. Baron de Fleur, we got 19, so very happy about that, as well as Herald of Arclight. Ancient Fairy Dragon, a little bit short on this one. I think this may have been the shortest printed card in the set. I think 13 was the lowest that it got. Going over to the Xyz, Downer Magician, one of the highest ones, 23 of those out of the case. So almost 2 per box on a ratio. Mischief was at 22. She was up there too. Armored Dragon was at 20. Red Ice Flare was down, but we got 1 of each, so I can't really complain about that. I was super stoked about that. Numeron Dragon printed through the roof. Denjirsu was up there, 22, as Time Thief Redoer as well was up there, but we got the QCR of that. Going to the Link Monsters, Cherubini, 19, Nightmare Unicorn Original 21. We got more alt arts than we got the original, which was super cool. We got the quarter century secret rare alt art, which was freaking sweet. Avermax, good staple 17. Code Talker Inverter 14. Like I said, one of the lowest. Striker Dragon at 19. Interestingly enough, the lowest printed in the entire set, Celine. And there was another tie for that as well. We'll get into in a second. But Decode and Artemis both at 16 as well. Moving to the spells, I got 13 Change of Heart, so like one per box basically. Rhoda was at 20. We got one of each though, which was great. Reasoning 21, Fossil Dig 15. We got Spellbook of Judgment and Pre-Prep and Pot of Desires all at 18. 16 Called By, 17 Magicalized, 18 Pot of Extravagance, 19 Dark Ruler No More. So you see that upward trend right there. 16, 17, 18, 19. Drops off when we get to Lightning Storm. So Lightning Storm, not that much. Triple Tactics as well. I was really surprised by this. Only 12 Triple Tactics out of 12 boxes. So it's like one per box. So that was super low to tie up with Celine as well. But Droplet was up to 16. That's not terrible, but would have liked to see more. Chaos Space. Obviously, we have the Pot of Prosperity. Only 14, so pretty short on that. Small World was at 17. Magicalized. Magician Salvation up to 20. And then finally on to Traps. Compulse was 17. Summon Limit 19. Ice Barrier 16. D-Barrier 15. Puppet's Featherstorm 17. We got 20. We got 20 evenly matched and infinite impermanence. And actually on infinite impermanence, one of each. So we got the quarter century secret rare on there. Unfortunately, there was a small dent in that infinite impermanence. I noticed it. I kind of took a look at it in the light. A little dent, but it wasn't terrible. I would mark it as lightly played, but I'm not planning on selling it anyways. Punishment got up to 14. Schism got up to 19. Prison and Revolt 14 and 17. So overall, like I said, I was pretty happy with the pull ratios of the set. So kind of going forward, what are my thoughts on this set? It's pretty simple. If you have the finances, I would absolutely get a case of this. This was so much fun opening, and it's just mind-boggling. It's probably the funnest set to open ever in Yu-Gi-Oh! History. In my opinion, it's easily top 5 best sets that they've ever come out with. As a duelist, as a collector, you may have a different opinion on that, which is understandable, but as a duelist, getting that many staples in your possession is so huge, especially when it comes to building multiple decks. Some people like to keep it to a few decks, which I understand. I'm starting to build more and more, so you want to be able to have those staples at your disposal. So having an entire case of these cards was just mind-boggling. It was such a fun experience. We gave away like 20 different cards, like 20 different giveaways. So it was a whole bunch of fun. A bunch of people were hanging out with us. I think it was probably the longest live stream that we've done. The only one that came close to that was when we bought that massive collection earlier this year. I think it was back in March, and we bought a massive freaking collection that I had no idea what was in this. I just bought this collection, went through it, and I was absolutely blown away. But opening up a case of Rarity collection was a lot of fun. So if you have the means, definitely get a case. Now, if you're going, well, I don't have $1,000 to drop. If you've got good finances, if you got money coming in, not an endorsement by any means, but I will say that there is a shop app which allows you to go through a different site. And basically what the shop app will allow you to do is make a purchase from one of these companies like Big 3 or Gamer's Choice. And if they allow it, they'll actually let you finance it through a firm. It's basically like a no-interest loan firm, and that's pretty much what a firm is all about. So if you have the means to get that, that's definitely a more financially smart way to afford it. Yeah, you could be making a payment for like a year, a monthly payment for a year, but if it's something that you want to invest in and you can finance it properly and you've got the money to do it, check out the shop app and go through a firm. Like I said, you can make a monthly payment. You can end up getting a case of cards just like that. But I'm telling you, the case was absolutely worth it to me. Like I said, I had a blast opening this thing. I definitely think there's one thing about the Rarity collection that I don't think a lot of people are really realizing, and maybe they're not talking about it too much, but we're definitely going to get a Rarity collection too. For the simple fact that when it came to the card set number, it said RA01, and then it had the dash and then the numerical code for the card. If it was Rarity collection just straight up and they were going to do it one off, probably would have been something more along the lines of RACL, but because it was RA01, to me, that determines that they're going to do a second Rarity collection for the TCG, and it's something that I'm looking forward to. But I definitely think if they do it again, we got to get some Edison staples in there. I think Konami is going to capitalize on the Edison market. They keep an eye on the secondary Yu-Gi-Oh market. There's no doubt about that. So I could definitely see them doing a lot of Edison reprints to kill some of the prices. Again, collectors are going to be pretty pissed off. People who have this stuff in bulk are probably going to be pissed off because the value is going to plummet. But Edison becoming more and more popular, and the cards are becoming less and less affordable. So I just feel like if they're going to do a Rarity collection, I'd like to see an actual Rarity bump for cards that never got a Rarity, never got a holo foil. It would be really cool, and some Edison updates as well. But overall, I had a blast opening the case, and if you are part of the live stream, I appreciate you guys. Make sure to leave a thumbs up on the video. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Hit subscribe and that notification bell, and we'll be back soon. We'll talk to you then. Till then.
Deuces.
Penguins!